storm was brewing in the west. The Iberian Peninsula, once ruled by mighty empires, had become a land of tyranny. A call for justice echoed across the sea, and one man answered. His name was Tariq Ibn Ziyad. With a few thousand warriors, he would change history forever. This is his story. In 711 AD, in the Grand Court of Musa ibn Nusayr, the governor of North Africa under the Umayyad Caliphate, an urgent messenger arrived.
Governor, the people of Spain cry for help. King Roderic has seized power with cruelty, and the oppressed call upon us for justice.
Tariq, will you lead our forces across the sea and bring justice to these lands?
By Allah, I will.
With only 7,000 warriors, Tariq set sail from North Africa, knowing he would face an army 10 times his size.
We sail to a land of injustice, a land ripe for liberation. We are few, but our cause is righteous.
Commander, the numbers. They say Roderic commands an army 10 times our size.
Numbers mean nothing when faith is your shield and justice your sword. Have faith in Allah and have faith in yourselves.
As they landed on the shores of Spain, Tariq did the unthinkable. He ordered his ships to be burned.
Burn the ships.
Commander, with all due respect, are you sure there will be no turning back?
That is the point. Warriors of Islam. Behind you is the sea. Before you is the enemy. There is no escape but victory. Fight with all your might, and paradise awaits.
The sun blazed high over the dusty plains near the Guadalete River. On one side stood Tariq Ibn Ziyad and his 7,000 warriors, their faces resolute, their swords sharp, and their faith unshakable. On the opposite side, King Roderic of the Visigoths, a mighty but corrupt ruler, led 100,000 heavily armored warriors, an army that dwarfed Tariq's forces in sheer numbers and equipment.
Destroy these invaders. Let them drown in their own blood.
Today, my brothers, we are not fighting for land. We are fighting for justice, for honor, for a future where tyranny has no place. Let the enemy know that we fear nothing but Allah. Charge!
The thunder of galloping horses, the clashing of steel, the screams of war. The Muslim cavalry charged first, their horses galloping at full speed, their lances aimed at the heart of the enemy lines. The Visigothic front lines braced for impact, but Tariq's lightning-fast cavalry was unlike anything they had seen before. Archers from the hills rained arrows down, striking heavily armored knights in their weak spots. Small units of Muslim warriors weaved through the gaps, attacking the enemy from the flanks. Despite the initial advantage, the sheer size of Roderic's forces pushed back Tariq's army. The battlefield became a storm of dust and blood. Visigothic knights surrounded Tariq's forces, hacking through their ranks.
Commander, we are outnumbered 10 to 1. We cannot hold.
A patience, their strength is their weakness.
Tariq had a secret weapon, his elite cavalry, hidden in the hills. At his signal, 500 of his fastest riders charged downhill, hitting the Visigothic flanks like a raging storm. Caught by surprise, Roderic's army began to collapse from within.
Now! Attack with everything you have!
The Muslim army pushed forward, their swords finding gaps in the enemy's armor, their spears striking true. The Visigothic ranks crumbled. King Roderic, seeing his men fall, panicked.
Protect me, retreat, retreat.
But it was too late. As Roderic turned to flee, Tariq spotted him. Tariq, calmly to his horse.
Bismillah.
He spurred his steed forward, cutting through the remaining guards with precise, deadly strikes. King Roderic fell from his horse, tumbling into the shallow waters of the Guadalete River.
The tyrant is down.
Tariq dismounted and walked toward him, sword in hand.
Spare me. I will surrender.
Tariq stood over him, his eyes cold.
Justice does not spare those who have ruled with cruelty.
With one swift motion, he ended Roderic's reign. The battlefield fell silent. The war was over. The surviving Visigothic forces laid down their weapons, surrendering the kingdom. The people of Spain, once oppressed under Roderic's rule, welcomed Tariq's army.
You have freed us from a tyrant. What will become of us now?
You will live in peace under the laws of justice. Your faith is yours to keep, your homes are yours to build, and your future is yours to decide.
Under Muslim rule, Spain entered an age of prosperity, knowledge, and cultural flourishing, becoming a center of civilization for centuries. He returned to North Africa, refusing titles and riches.
Tariq, my most victorious general, the Caliph himself has decreed that you shall be rewarded beyond measure. Titles, lands, riches, all are yours for the taking.
My governor, my victories were not won for personal gain, but for the glory of Allah and the establishment of justice. I accept no titles, no riches. My reward lies in the knowledge that I served my purpose.
As you wish, Tariq. You are a truly remarkable man.
Some say he lived the rest of his days in humility, devoted to his faith. Others say he disappeared, his legacy written in the sands of time. What does the story of Tariq Ibn Ziyad teach us today? It teaches us that leadership is not about power, but about purpose. That courage is not about strength, but about conviction. That history is not written by those who wait, but by those who dare to act. And that true warriors are not those who seek war, but those who fight for justice. The Warrior of Andalusia, the true story of Tariq Ibn Ziyad. Like, share, and subscribe for more incredible historical tales. Comment below which legendary figure you want us to feature next.